Hello everybody, today I've got a video for you of some older diecasts that I have. These are some that I've shown before. They're cars that my late father-in-law gave me. He passed away a bit over 10 years ago now. So these cars are pretty special for that reason, as well as he chose to give them to me instead of anyone else, I guess. Yeah, and I'm really pleased to have them. As you see, these aren't immaculate by any means, and that's the charm of them. You know, they're play-worn and that sort of thing. I mean, they're perfect candidates to strip down and restore, but because of who gave them to me, I won't do that. They're perfectly fine as they are. Yeah, so I'll start with this one, which is the inspiration behind this video, because one of my viewers, Brian from Thailand, he restored one of these, and this one's called the Splitting Image. His one, he ended up spraying orange. Most of the viewers on my channel would have perhaps already seen Brian's video. And it turned out really good. The orange was different to, I'd say it was a Spectra Flame copper. Like, I can see this one's a Spectra Flame. Green. Well, I'm trying to think of the actual shade of green. It's a mint green. Can't say metallic green because it's not metallic paint. But yeah, this is my Splitting Image. It's you know, obviously it could do with a good clean-up, which it'll get. Like this section in the middle that Brian brought up so well. Yeah, this is very dull, but yeah, it's a Redline Hot Wheels, so you know, that's good on its own. So the next one I'll show is this little comic hob. Once again, this needs a clean because it's got a bit of mud in here. It's got the little silver wheels, which are really good. Yeah, it's a milk float. I really like this one because, back in the early 1980s, when our family was looking for a van, we were at a car yard and there was one of these comic hobs. And, yeah, compared to all the modern vans that were on sale, it looked really quirky and and cool. But obviously we didn't get that. We got this Ford Econovan, which is a rebadged Mazda 1600, I think. Something like that. This next one's a Bedford. It would be a TK. Thanks to a video from Cars by Mark. He's a reasonably recent subscriber. I showed a picture of one of these from my video from Lightning Ridge. There are actually a few of these Bedfords there. I think I only got 1 or 2 photos of them. This one, I should have done my research. I think this would be a Matchbox. It'd be a Lesney. I'm not sure whether it had an interior in glass. I'd assume it doesn't because it's never been apart. So, yeah, it's got dual tyres or wheels on the back, which is really good. One thing I learnt on the video from Cars by Mark over there in, I think, was it Scotland? Memory's gone blank. But it was somewhere in the United Kingdom. This shape of Bedford was made right up till 1986 or 85, so found that really interesting because, I mean, when you look at this truck, it's definitely got styling from the 1960s, and nothing wrong with that. It's a good-looking truck. This next one is by Husky Toys. I did check that. Now, this is... I'll need to check this later, what it is. Is it a Berlinetta? Porsche? Berlinetta? Ferrari Berlinetta? Yeah, it's quite nice. Reasonable condition. It's got that paint missing from the bonnet, which I don't remember seeing before, but doesn't matter. It's, gosh, it'd be 50 years old, this one, so like a few of them are at least 50. This little one here, not sure, is this an MG or a Wolseley? It's Matchbox number 100. It's an early superfast. Yeah, not in too bad condition. It's got a tow bar, so I could tow this trailer. Oh, and it's got the little dog in the back, which is pretty good. Yeah, this is a refreshment van. It's got a little kitchenette in there. This is by Lesney. So coffee, tea and snacks. It's in fairly good condition. Yeah, this one would definitely be a few years old. And yeah, it's really nice. Next one's a bit later. This is a Matchbox super fast. This is the Wildcat, which is obviously a Ford Mustang. The wheels, or axles rather, are very bent. That's something I would fix on this. And you will notice even this one's got a tow bar. But that's pretty good. It did clean up, but I don't know how much of the bright pink paint you'd get back, but definitely good to have. It'd be nice to restore, but I'll leave it as is. As I said, they're fine as they are. This one's a Ford F100. This would be a Lesney. It's quite good. I don't know whether this one had crates of soft drink bottles on the back or animals. I think the animals was on a later F100 from the 1970s. Now this one here's it is another Ford, I think. This a Matchbox or a Matchbox Lesney or a Lesney. It's in pretty good nick. Obviously, you know, it's got paint missing here and there, but the BP stickers are still intact. The tow hook's still there, which is really good. So, yeah, that's a good one. Now, this one here. I'm sure this is a Matchbox as well. Now, is it a Fiat, an Alfa Romeo, or a Ferrari, or a Maserati? I really should have done research on these, but it's a nice old casting. And check out the steering wheel. It's in diecast, but it's a proper steering wheel. So that's really nice. Now we've got the Jaguar. This would be a Mark 10. It's got the bonnet that pops up. Is that a big 6? Is it a V12? No, big 6. Big saloon. Yes, what the Hot Wheels fished and shipped was based on a Jaguar Mark 10. Yeah, but that's really good. This next one I thought was a Citroen SM, but it's actually a BMC. I know it's a Pininfarina, I can read that, but I can't read that bit. Maybe an 1800 Pininfarina, but it does look a lot like the, oh yeah, the door's open. Does look a lot like the Citroen SM. But, yeah, it's a BMC. It's quite a good one. Reasonable condition. These were found under a house at my father-in-law Mick's, Arnie's place. They belong to a female cousin. I've said that before in a past video. And, yeah, the house is no longer. It was an old miner's hut, and it's since been demolished. This is the, oh, what is it? Is it the country buggy? I mean, they make it today too, a copy of this. It's on there anyway. Not in too bad condition. The roof's a bit sunburnt, maybe. But not in too bad condition. The field car. So, need to do a comparison one day to a modern field car, and they are similar in size. Features probably a little bit different. The last one I've got is this Mercedes-Benz scaffolding truck. This one's in pretty good condition. This is Matchbox, so it's after Lesney. It's still a Lesney product. Yeah, this only got the single wheel at the back. I did see a video on YouTube recently of someone that had restored one of these. And they painted it blue because they already had a silver one. But this one's, you know, pretty well. Well, it's not perfect, but it's in quite good condition. So, windscreen's got a little crack there, but oh well, you can't have everything. Otherwise, it's in pretty good nick. The sticker's mostly gone. I'll draw to a conclusion of this video. This is part of the collection that I've got. It's around 30 not huge. But they're all pleasing. I mean, some of them are older than me. I'm 53. Yeah, some of these would be 55. I don't think I'd say 60. I don't think they're quite that old. But yeah, 55, 56 maybe on some of them. I mean, these could be a bit older. It's interesting that that doesn't have glass, which sort of like this fan. That really should have glass as well. That's quite old, I'd assume. Obviously super faster into the 1970s. Hot Wheels is probably late 60s, but this particular casting could be a bit later, I'm not sure. Yeah, so the Husky's going back a bit, and so's the little comic hob. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't personally have a favourite out of these. They're all pretty good in their own way. And that'll be the case for all of them that I'll show in this series of video when I get around to making them. So, yeah, that's some great old diecast my father-in-law gave me. Yeah, I mean, as you know, I love collecting nice, fresh, modern ones. But I don't know, there's something about these old ones. I see them in other people's videos and they are something special, because the age and they've survived and they didn't get destroyed like a lot of my old diecasts from back in the day. I mean, I've saved some, but not a lot. Anyway, all right, so I'll thank Brian from Thailand first once again for giving me the idea to do this video, because he said I should show some of my old cars because I said I had one of those. I actually wasn't sure whether it was green or blue, but as you see, it's a green one. Yeah, so thanks to Brian for putting me onto doing the video, and thanks to anyone watching the video. Any new viewers, welcome. And of course, any of my regular viewers, you're very welcome as well, of course. Okay, as always, hope you're well and in good health. Goodbye.